Dalton, you wanna write that shit down since you hate how I word it?
It's already written down.
Oh, I did not know. Well, see, you gotta understand. I have the Discord. I have the video chat completely blocking off everything on this screen, which is where Discord is, and everything
I can't actually
else.
not hear you. I can't actually help but not hear you now. I was just trying to ignore you by turning my back, but it just didn't work.
Fuck you.
Baby, oh sweet fuzzy baby.
God damn fucking cats.
Fuck
You
you.
wanna fuck a cat?
Yeah, fuck you.
She's precious. She came to me.
Hey,
Get
at
up,
least
Earth.
it's okay. At least you don't make the weird fucking sounds and shit like Connor does.
Have you heard me? That's all we talk. Like, oh, yeah, baby.
Yeah, he really did that.
You're not. It's not picked up on the microphone.
Uta kiki mau mau, whoa.
God damn it.
Oh.
Hey, you know what, Connor? Go ham. Let's see what you got.
Yeah, go ham.
Oink,
Yeah.
oink, wee, oink, oink, oink,
You told him to go ham. You said those words.
I
Wait,
thought you
ham
That's
it up.
on you.
I thought
Ham it up.
I thought you meant like Noah's son who saw him naked and then he got cursed to be black.
Howdy, howdy, everyone. Or hat. You know what? Fuck it. Hi, guys. Welcome to Memento Morons. How are you all tonight? So, it is October the 29th. 2 days left in October, obviously. I mean, unless you don't have a calendar. But, yeah. We're here to talk about some last-minute spooky stuff. Simply for funsies. So, we have the four usual roster here tonight. No Jace. So, like usual, from... Well, I don't know how you guys see it. So, we got the brown person, Matt.
Simon.
Yep. And then we got the white person, Ben.
Simon.
And then we got the other white person, Dalton.
Simon.
¿Cómo estás?
Simon. I was ready for Dalton to just say Simon.
¿Sabe español?
And then we got the black person, me.
Simon. Oh, that's
Simon.
Never mind.
That's CJ.
Tyrone.
Tyrone.
Damn trade, CJ. Alrighty, so our topics, real quick. We, in a weird way to explain, we are slowly but suring making changes to the podcast. Changes that we think will be better in the long run.
Mm-hmm.
It's nothing serious. We're not, like, cutting anyone. It's not like we're going to say, Ben, you've been voted off Memento Morons.
Yeah, let's
Damn
vote
it.
the one guy who does all of our editing off Memento Morons.
And we're still talking shit, so the humor's not gonna change. Because if it
Yeah.
was, I'm fucking out.
No, yeah, the humor's still here, for better or worse.
Worse.
It's better.
You know what I mean. Anyway, our topics real quick. First up is horror monsters that we do not find scary at all. And there's some out there. For me, I've got one that I think people would argue with me for, but I don't care. Then we've also got scariest moments in non-horror media, be they movie, books, video games, whatever. Just a moment when you say you're just watching a cartoon, nothing bad's happening, and then suddenly, boom, something scary, and it didn't mean to be. And then, of course, we finish it out with scariest stories we've ever heard, which can either be, I guess, we could include creepypastas, but this is more just about, like, hearsay or stories you've heard about in any regard, or even literature.
Okay.
Simone.
Simon.
I don't even know what Simone means.
I think it's like yes.
Oh, okay.
I say it from Napoleon Dynamite.
Oh,
He's like,
yeah.
it's like Pedro's cousins with all the sweet hookups. Simon.
Simone.
And they pull up to that dude who's trying to steal that guy's bike, and
I love that. Can I write it?
Oh, yeah.
Alrighty.
I hated that movie.
I love
I
it.
love that movie.
That
Same.
was a polarizing movie. I've heard literally half people say worst movie ever, or half people say best movie, and I'm in the middle. It's weird, but it was funny weird.
It's a train wreck.
No, it's
And-
not.
Well, no, like it's a, god damn it, fucking trains.
Shameless is a train wreck.
He summoned it.
No, God damn it. I had a through line to actually put the point through, but then I just kind of went off roading whenever I heard the train, and now I lost my train of thought. Fuck the train. God damn it.
Good lord. Anyway, horror monsters.
Munchies?
Munchies.
Anyway,
Horror.
horror monsters.
Horror?
We did
You already thought.
that
Sorry.
we didn't find scary. So, as Matt, the connoisseur of horror and also dildos, talk.
All right. For me, I'm hearing kind of an echo.
You're echoing yourself.
Connor.
No, that's not Connor. That's Matt.
No, I'm not hearing it anymore. Okay. I was kind of thinking about this because this is kind of a general.
Oh, that's Dalton. Yeah, it's Dalton's side.
Simone.
Simone!
But no, I kind of thought about this because there's a few movies out there that make the monster scary, but for me, fucking vampires. I don't find them scary.
They're
Like,
romanticized.
They are romanticized.
Mhm.
Twilight did not help with the vampire genre at all.
I will say, Queen of the Damned, though.
I'm saying, dude, 30 Days of Night?
Oh, fuck yes.
You, that's a scary vampire.
Oh, yeah.
But like, even like, what was it? An Interview with a Vampire? Like, it's such a pussy vampire movie.
Mhm.
It's a puss movie. I don't like it. I think they're boring. Like, even Bella Lugosi or whatever. Like, I get it, you're charming and stuff, but like, bruh, why don't like pepper spray? I don't fucking know. You don't
You
scare
be-
me.
To be fair, when I first saw the scene of the whole, like, when he tried to hypnotize or charm Van Helsing, that was weird to me, because it was literally just him going, come here. Like, he paused it, but that was kind of the point. It was to make Dracula look estranged and, different.
I mean, in a way, they are. I get it. They are like, don't get me wrong. If vampires are real, I'm sure they're terrifying as fuck. I don't want to run into one in a fucking alleyway or something. Or if they're like, at least Blade made fucking vampires cool as shit.
I mean, unless it's
Yeah.
a stereo.
That was more Blade. Let's be honest, that was Blade making them cool.
Yeah.
yeah.
I just think they're one of the ones. Like, if I gotta choose between like monsters, like you gotta go zombies every time. Zombies are like the fucking best. But just vampires seem fucking weak to me. Even though they're
Hate
not, they're
zombies.
probably super strong. They can fucking do a lot of shit. They can hypnotize you and like, oh yeah, sure, you could just suck my neck. Come on, Asterion, let's go.
Again,
I mean, like I
you're
said,
tired of,
I mean, okay.
again, you're tired of them being romanticized. It's not fun to see a creature that's supposed to hunt in the night, drain you of your blood, or change you into a monster like him, suddenly being like, I love you, babe.
just a bunch of gas.
You make my dead heart beat again.
Just a bunch of gaslighting vampires. Like, you're like crazy. I'm not like drinking blood. Like, what is wrong with you? Like I said, it's done well in a few movies. Like I said, The Queen of the Damned's pretty cool. Bram Stoker's Dracula's all right. There's good vampire movies, but I just think like if you put a vampire against a werewolf, fucking done. Werewolf's gonna fucking crush it. bro,
Every
you know what I mean?
time, dude, werewolves will kill a fuck out of a vampire.
Yep.
Depends. They each
Yeah,
have
I
their own
mean-
weaknesses.
What do you mean, depends?
Like the underwear for old people. Duh. Fuck's wrong with you?
Honestly,
You wear
the only
Depends?
thing, the only I tentatively, I'm behind Connor with this one because no matter how stacked one thing is against another, the element of surprise carries a lot of weight. So,
Yeah.
I mean, that's where, like, Phantom of the Opera. That's where
Yes.
that horror came in, when you finally reveal his turned up nose, like,
Yeah,
Even
but he
though
wasn't a
you-
vampire though.
I know, but there's the element of surprise there that makes it scary.
I love how stupid it was that's what turned off people from like the dude. It was just this.
That's the kind of the point. Like, oh, his whole face was disfigured in the original book.
Oh
but
yeah.
kind of the point of the book was because, like, he may be a great musician and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, people look at the superficial shit. They don't look at the fucking, like, what's inside of him. To be fair, he was not a good person in the play or the movie because but I reiterate, he did want Christine to be great at what she was doing. She didn't just want to fuck her like Raoul did.
Raoul was the real monster all along.
That's
No,
what I keep saying. I say it all the time.
Raoul was the janitor, don't even lie. Get out of here.
But
My
yeah, no,
kids-
it just
Ooh.
yeah. Raoul was he just wanted to bang Christine and have a family with her, but fucking the Phantom was like, I guess a liberal at the time. Like, I want you to do great and perform your theme
Liberal.
music.
liberal.
After Christine sings him, you just see the Phantom pop a cold one. Liberal.
All right, this is a bit of a stretch, but how about Lib Raoul?
Oh,
You know what? It reaches. It reaches.
it reaches right at that shelf. It is not the short person that some people might think it is.
But yeah, that's just mine. It's one I thought of forever. I think fucking a lot of vampire movies are just weak and fucking lame. There are fucking few good ones out there, so don't, like... I mean, I'll stick by it. I don't give a fuck. Come fight me.
I mean, I love 30 Days of Night because, like you said, it made them scary. They were terrifying. And one scene that always got me was the poor woman praying to God, and just the leader of them's like, God?
When they were writing...
No, God. I
When
was
they
like,
were writing the dialogue for, like, the vampire dialect,
yeah.
like, they made specifically the word God sound like... That's why
Yeah,
it's like... God. No, God.
I love that. Like, it was so scary. Like, take a religious person and basically have someone come up to him and be like, no.
See, but even then, me as,
Only I'm here.
me as a Christian, if that's the case, like, all right, you can have my body, but you're not getting my soul. God's for the after, man. If you're in that situation, like, there's no God here, like, well, then I'm about to meet him. Let's get this over with, bud. Come on.
Me as a pagan would be like, well, time to die fighting, I guess. Maybe
I'm
I'll
not-
end up in Valhalla Folkfagner.
I just ended up at the fucking drywall place in Home Depot. What the fuck?
Really? I ended up at 7-Eleven where the hot dogs are.
You're
Man,
just
I think it's kind of
on-
funny that you would end up at the goddamn, you would end up at the Home Depot. Trabajo?
Simone.
Simon. Okay, I've got a monster I want to talk about. And like
Okay.
I said, some people will get upset at this because everyone really loved Insidious, but I can't take the Red Demon seriously. I can't.
Is it because
I-
of fucking?
It's because of Darth Maul, honestly. If Darth Maul
It does
wasn't
look like
black,
Darth Maul.
then
Yeah, because everyone is like, he's so scary, he looks so creepy, and I'm just sitting here like, Darth Maul's been here forever. What you bugging about?
Who's playing tiptoe through the window?
That's what ruined it for me. Like my sister, Katie, bless her heart, says that is the scariest thing she's witnessed. No, that's hilarious, bro. Just seeing him sharpen his claws, just tiptoe through the. I can't take it seriously. And every time my sister hears Tiny Tim's tiptoe, she looks at me with daggers like, turn that off right now. And I'm just like, how is this scary to you? Please.
You're the one playing it all the time, just like,
because it's the exact opposite. Like, I will give Insidious props because at least it knew it was gonna be a horror movie. There's horror movies when
Yeah.
like all these jump scares, it's like, oh hi, it's my friend, or it's like the cat gag.
Yeah.
This time, if it was a jump scare, like, oh, there's a demon behind the baby, there's some ghost kid standing in the corner you don't even see on the first time through, Like, it was legit shit you're supposed to be afraid of. I do get, yeah, as soon as you look at him, you're like, it's like Darth Maul's fucking tweaker cousin. It's like, hey, man, I'm trying to get this family over here real quick. Let me do it all there.
You got some fentanyl?
Again, it's just mainly the scene in like the further, whatever that place is called. It's just the song ruined it, and I couldn't take it seriously anymore.
Honestly, part of me wants us to group up and just go visit Katie and just start dancing to it, walking up to her.
Yeah, just
Dude,
butt
if we're not
naked.
wearing tutus, then we're not doing it.
No,
You know
you gotta dance butt naked in the woods, man. That's
No.
the only way to give the devil his due.
Fuck it, let's hereditary this shit.
I was about to say, that's some, like, fucking witch-ass
You
shit
get
there.
naked anywhere near my
Christian?
sister, I'm breaking your back.
How you gonna fucking break our back, Connor? You can't even
Pliers.
fucking, like, do anything yourself.
Bolt cutters.
You can break your
Oh,
own
God.
fucking arms trying to harm us.
Bolt
Gosh.
cutters.
Connor
The
makes,
big
like, the
ones.
fucking, like, the emptiest of like, all threats ever.
It's like, Eric, what's up, Wolverpina?
I mean, yeah,
Oh, your country needs you. I'm Canadian.
I will give you that just because, like I said, you immediately think of Darth Maul because it's red and black face, which is only half racist against black people.
No, it's
Well,
xenophobic because he's an alien. Duh.
Speaking of which, that's actually a pretty good kickoff to an entity on a that I just did not see any kind of. It didn't strike me as fear-inducing at all. I was just like, why don't y'all just fucking handle the shit? The invaders from Signs, the aliens,
Right?
I mean,
like,
they can't even deal with water, man.
yeah,
Let's go
the
to a
better
place
part.
fucking 75% water.
I do
Like-
think the build up to Signs had a lot more impact than the payoff,
yes,
Oh, yeah.
for sure. But
It's
me,
like-
I mean, I'd rather just watch Scary Movie 3, honestly. I just showed that to Vincent, and he was hilarious.
like, of course, the whole tinfoil hat gag and everything. Yeah, that's funny and everything. Like, it has its place. It has its place, and you like the actors. I mean, Joaquin Phoenix, right?
yeah.
Fantastic.
Oh wait, that's Scary Movie 3. Never mind.
But like, you know, you're scared of a fucking green goblin looking dude that obviously skipped leg day and is scared and has a allergic reaction to water. So you can chop him up with a fucking machete, or you can just throw some fucking smart water at him and you're good.
I say what you're gonna say, Connor.
To Dalton's question of why would they invade a planet that's made up of 75% of water, one, they had an invasion force who were attacking. They did end up wiping out most cities and stuff, but they still retreated. Two, the possibility of terraforming, maybe?
They
3,
can just go to Mars. Like, fuck.
3. Hold up, I got a
Was there
third one.
third?
They would devise some form of allergy injections using water.
We will construct a series of breathing apparatus using kelp. That's what you sound like right now about the
Well,
lion
yeah.
versus the tuna.
It's kind of the same as the situation in War of the Worlds. In their machines,
Yeah.
invading, scary. They're gonna get you. You fucked.
Yeah, but
Once-
they came down during COVID and they're fucked.
But once the whole thing's over, the shields are gone, all that, you're done.
Yeah, done.
They end
And
up
honestly, you talk about them skipping leg day. I hope they don't start working out. I can handle that. If you get to a tiny grave, if you get fucking like they don't even abduct you, they just throw your ass up.
I think my
They just
favorite
probe-
reference to the World of Worlds is just like the fucking Futurama. It's like, and it was the oldest and noblest of all of God's creations, the Tyrannosaurus Rex, and just it's like destroying all the fucking goddamn machines. Like, it's still my favorite thing in the world.
These are a few of my favorite things.
Are there any other monsters I can think of that did not scare me? Because, I mean, not off the top of my head. At least I'm
I mean,
trying
there's just like generic horror movies,
Mhm.
or like we just watched the Five Nights at Freddy's, which is okay. I personally liked Willy's Wonderland a lot better,
Yeah.
but also I understand Five Nights at Freddy's had to be PG-13 for kids because it's more of a kid-related thing. But it was still
Yeah.
like that person. Like, it's just shit you could call out. It's kind of by the number shit. So
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say you're kind of stonewalled into a situation like that, anyways. Because if you're making a horror movie that's based off of a fucking cut and paste video game that's that's played almost exclusively by people 7 to like 13, then you can't make it too scary.
well, even then, it's like, sure, you got to spend 5 nights at Freddy's, but you also have to spend 5 days not at Freddy's. So it's like, then you got to build outside. Like, it was okay. Like I said, it's fine. It's a fine movie.
It looked to me like a popcorn-esque B movie whenever I saw the trailer. I'd still give it a shot,
I think
but
it's better than a B movie, but it's fine. It was okay. It's a
B+
good thing
movie.
to watch with your kids for like a beginner's horror movie. Even though my kid already watched like 3 Child's Plays, so
Intro into horror movies.
have Vincent watch Cujo.
Nah, well, that's not
What?
that scary.
we're a cat family. Absolutely not.
I mean, it's still a depressing movie, but to be fair, I mean,
It's about a
Cujo's
fucked
pretty
up dog. You're
bad.
good.
yeah, Cujo. I mean, Cujo was scary at the time, like a dog going rabid and killing people. Scary, but I mean,
I mean, yeah,
you think it's worse than it actually is. Once you see it, you're like, well, it wasn't that bad.
he went after all the Sandlot people.
It reminds me of whenever my kid
I
saw
think it was
my kid walked in whenever Cujo was playing, and you would think that someone that was like 2 years old would be freaked out whenever a guy was getting mauled to death by a mastiff, but he just looked up and was like, "Silly puppy."
That's your kid, man. I don't give a fuck what anybody says.
Dog bites into your jugular. Are you okay, dude? Simon.
Mom.
Simon.
She's
I gotta
throat's
be
just
honest.
bleeding out.
I was never afraid of the aliens in the Aliens movie. Like, I think it's because I watched it when I was older.
Yeah.
I mean, they
like-
kind of lose the first Alien though. That's where the horror.
Yeah, like even in the first one, I
aspect
wasn't really as scared because I guess I knew the stuff from the other. Because I watched Alien versus Predator first before I watched the Aliens movie.
Sacrilege.
I mean, it's
Yeah,
not
but-
that bad, but...
But like when I watched the Aliens movie itself, I was like, I wasn't as scared about it. Like I was like,
Well,
I
'cause
get where it's
Aliens-
kind of coming from.
Aliens is about... Sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say you already know what to expect. You know what the creature
Yeah.
looks like. But there's
Yeah.
still certain scenes that still get me in like the first Alien. Like there's one. The alien's literally right there, but you don't even see it because it blends in with all the ship, and then it
Yep.
just kind of moves, and you see and like that's scary shit, man.
Yeah, poor Ripley was like, alright, I'm finally getting out here of the alien. Hello. Then, of course, there's a scene of Dallas looking around, and then Jonesy pops up, the cat runs, and then you just see the alien go,
Lost Cat.
Which I love,
Calico
because I just
Killer,
picture-
Answers to Jonesy.
because all I see when that scene comes up is jazz hands. Then that's how he dies.
Double
Hey.
jump hands.
Spirit fingers.
Mm-hmm. I still love that meme. I think it was Kyle that sent her. No, it was you, Dalton? The Ripley one? I can't remember.
I most
Is it
likely
one
send
of
you most
Alien?
of the Ripley stuff.
I think so, because it's like Alien is the movie where no one listens to the smart woman and everyone dies. And the only person
Incidentally-
that
Yeah, the only one is just a smart woman.
and the cat.
Yeah, but
Yeah, Jonesy-
Samus Aran was based on that character, except like, on Ripley.
Believe it or not.
Shut up. But here's something I always thought of that's weird. Like, don't get me wrong, I love cats, and I would never wish for harm for a cat or a dog in a movie. But I never wondered why the alien didn't smoke Jonesy.
Maybe
It's
because it
fine.
didn't see it as an actual thing it was trying to go after.
I
It's like
mean,
a predator, really. It was not a predator like the fucking alien, but it's like an actual predator as a creature. Like it goes after things that it can hunt and kill to either eat or use to reproduce. So it wouldn't need a cat, and a cat's not a threat to it. So it would just see it as like we would see like a fucking grasshopper or something. Like we could
I mean,
destroy
it
a
got-
grasshopper, but
The xenomorph got into a dog in like the third film.
Yeah, and then that's where we got the dog alien. What the dog alien doing?
What did the
that's how the
alien doing?
flood happened from the original lore of Halo. So
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. It's just a thought because like, an alien doesn't really have that much of a higher thought process as a xenomorph. It literally has like 2 basic thoughts it can have: survive or serve queen.
don't they have like a hive mind?
It's
Not really.
Not
It's
necessarily.
literally to serve the queen, but if there's no queen, then it's kind of operating off of.
Kind of like bees.
But not necessarily bees. It's more along the lines of ants.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would make more sense.
Well, bees also need a queen to be able to do stuff.
Well,
Most
bees
bees.
need a queen, but bees also they are way more interconnected, so to speak. Whereas ants can scout around and do shit on their own and shit.
Like bees nuts.
Oh, got him!
That's not what I was thinking of, because someone like Ben said bee's knees, and I was like,
I wish I had some bees knees. Be better than this fucking gimpy
By
ass
the way,
thing.
memento morons are the bee's knees, guys.
Devin's in and probably topless.
oh yeah.
Devin.
So I would suggest as another monster I was never scared of. I'd suggest the Predator. Because as a
Yes.
kid, I found it more cool than anything. But even then, I recognized the horror aspect of it.
Dude,
Yeah.
that thing would look at you and be like, "That's not a threat," and walk
I mean,
away.
Well,
You
no,
got-
definitely, yeah. But
To be fair,
even-
actually, it'd probably do the same for most of us.
It's. I mean, you got.
if you
it's-
have a weapon, though,
It's physically fit. It is professionally trained. It is technologically, advanced. I mean, you got all three key aspects of being ahead of the game right there.
Yeah,
You
but
got
he's
it.
not saying scary. He's saying badass. I mean, like ridiculously cool. I mean, like, have you watched Prey?
I haven't watched
Prey
Prey
was
yet.
so badass.
I loved Prey, dude. It's on Hulu, Ben. I need to reinstate my Hulu, but
Yeah,
it's
it's not bad. It's good.
dude. It is fucking badass because it's like a Native American chick who everyone saw as a terrible warrior kicks the fucking shit out of a goddamn predator.
One scene that's so cool is the fight
There's
with
a-
the bear.
There's a new one coming out.
Oh, there
It's
is.
based
Her
in
name-
World War One or Two.
Her name was Christine Hansen.
I think it's based in World War One, and he's like
Oh.
in the trenches killing people. And I'm like,
Oh shit!
I hope so. That sounds fucking sick, bro.
I have to
wonder
look
how-
it up.
I wonder how the Predator would react with mustard gas.
I'd like to think maybe its mask would help filter.
It depends because here's the thing.
Well-
Certain masks filter certain things. If you were just to get a basic bitch gas mask and somebody was to hit you with some fucking mustard gas, because of the material that filters out the particles and everything in that mask, the mask would basically erode away from the inside. So you got 30 seconds
But-
before that mask is useless.
We're talking about the Predator, though. I feel like he'd be prepared for something like that. Possibly.
Were the aliens prepared for water?
Not
The
that
just
Predator
saying,
is a
right?
better warrior than the aliens inside, right? Like
I'm
they're
just-
trained.
Then his
I'm just-
DJing.
I'm just saying, different place means different scenario, and you might be able to adapt to it, you might not.
So to catch you up, Matt, I mentioned Predators as a monster I never found scary, but badass. But I understand the horror the movie came from. But then
the T-1000s.
shut up. Then Dalton mentioned about the Prey movie, which was good, and apparently they're planning on making a second one, and it may end up taking place in like World War One, which would be sick.
Fucking
Yeah,
badass.
Predator was never scary. He was just bad. That was one of the like rated R monster movies. My grandma was like, "You guys want to watch Predator?" Like, yeah, let's do that.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely nothing bad in there, like seeing people skinned alive.
Hey, as long as there weren't titties and sex, she's fine with it.
I
I
always
just like the Predator putting on his mask, but it's just one of those like C90 medical fucking things.
Oh, in 95s, yeah.
Yeah, that.
I use those for work, but one thing I always found funny was when they came out with that Predator video game, which I think it did okay, it just wasn't great.
Jungle.
No, Hunting Grounds. It was a new one. It was PvE, PvP based.
Oh.
They legit included female predators in there, and I remember the moment my brain saw it, I just went,
You know what? Since we're on the
That
video,
Predacy.
since we're on a slight video
"Predators."
game, since we're on a slight video game track with it, anyone ever play the Alien vs Predator game from like 2000?
On the PC?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was so good. I
It was
love
a-
that game.
Yep.
I had that and like a Mad TV like disc as well for PC.
Dude,
I was never good at it. I always got stuck as the alien. I didn't know where to go, and I didn't want to play Marine, so I was like, I'm just going Predator. Fuck it, let me.
I went.
I'd even played the multiplayer for that game. It was
I was
fun.
that shit on the PlayStation 3?
Two.
Was it 3?
Two. It's
No.
two.
No, it
It was
wasn't.
two.
Dude, the one I had was not on PlayStation 2, guaranteed.
Well, the one that I had came out way
Alien
before the
what?
PS3. Aliens
Alien?
versus Predator.
Yeah, it was around
Well, of
2000 or
course.
2001.
It was published by Rebellion, or it was developed by Rebellion.
That's 2010.
No, hold on.
Alien
Uh,
vs. Predator is a 2010 first-person video
2010,
game.
Alien vs. Predator, PlayStation 3.
that's not the one that I'm talking about.
No, me and Ben are talking about something else
I
entirely.
know you're talking about the old one on PC. I played that one too. I never played an Alien vs. Predator game on PlayStation 2, though, is what I'm saying.
No, yeah, I know. I get you there. I'm just saying. I'm just trying to find it.
One of the proposed sequels for Predator is based in like ancient Egyptian times, called Rise of Anubis.
Nice.
The one for
I fucked with
PlayStation
that.
2 was called Extinction. Alien vs.
Yeah.
Predator Extinction.
Yeah.
That's not the one I played on PS3, though.
Oh,
That was
nope.
the PS3.
This one was released in 1999. Aliens versus Predator by Rebellion and Sega.
Yeah, that's like the old one we're talking about. I'm just saying
Yeah.
they remade it for PS3, which was actually pretty decent. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was okay.
I actually didn't know that
I have
they
a bad-
remade it.
I have a bad memory of that game, and you're gonna laugh or call me a racist, but I remember playing the whole game on the Marine campaign. You never see your character's like appearance, skin tone at all when playing until you get to the end with Wayland Bishop, or Bishop Wayland, whatever his name was, and then it's revealed your character's an African American dude holding a pistol. I'm just like, I literally went, I'm black.
I knew you were gonna like, holy fuck, I'm black.
I mean, I didn't say it in a bad way. It was just a curious way, like, wait, I'm black.
You're like, Mom, I'm black. Good for you,
Mom.
honey.
Mom, I can say the word now.
Mom, I got the pass.
Actually-
Mom.
I actually saw a video earlier where it had a guy saying, you know you're black if you put bread in the fridge, and then a white guy grabs it, runs to the fridge, throws it in, calls in, and goes, yo, what's up, man? He tries to say the word.
Hey,
I like
Full-
how everyone
full
says
dis-
like that's just a black thing, but my fucking family has done most of the things that black families do.
full disclosure, I've got a loaf of bread in the fucking freezer right now. I don't give a
Disclosure
fuck.
that no one owns colding your bread.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that's what you do if you want to stretch a dollar and you want something to last.
Bread lasts pretty fucking long, though. I'm just saying.
2 weeks versus like 3 months.
Yeah. So, I can't think of another monster that I've never been scared of off the top of my head from movies. I can't. Because, I mean, everyone I can think of has either been, oh, that's scary, or I'm like in the middle between it. And the only one I can think of for that is Pennywise. But Pennywise didn't get scary until I learned it could transform and do all those shenaniganry.
It's his shenaniganry. That's
Yeah.
like, I don't know.
That's what
I
gets
fucking
you.
love Pennywise.
Because in general, thinking of Pennywise as Tim Curry is not scary. It's the funniest thing I can think of off the top of my head.
Marianne, I have another child.
What? One balloon not enough? Try a bunch! Like, bro, like, Skarsgård's the scarier Pennywise. I will admit that. Because
Yeah.
Pennywise... I do always love, though, looking at the behind the scenes, and Skarsgård's, like, one of the nicest people to talk with those kids. Like, for one scene, it was with, I can't remember the girl's name, when he was, like, opening his mouth to try and eat her, or is the fat
Yeah.
kid. And then literally after they said cut, he's like, you okay, right? Everything's good? It's so
That's-
sweet.
That's honestly the best way to go about it whenever you're dealing with people that have slightly more fragile constitutions than you, because chances are they might get a little fucked up. So I mean, hey, that's good on good on him.
One
Good
of
dude.
us becomes one of us.
Yes.
Spicy
the-
humor.
During the filming of the first one, he wasn't around them until filming, just to add to the terror. So he was
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
lonely during it. So when he
Aw.
was popped up on stage, but that's why I like the second one a lot better, because he was actually getting to deal with the actors and stuff there. But yeah, he's a super nice guy. Very, very nice clown. Very, very good.
Yeah.
I actually did see a picture earlier of old like Tim Curry Pennywise during the sewer scene at the beginning of the movie, and it just says, "Hey kid, come down. I have Pokemon." And I was like, "Well, I'm screwed. Take me away, sir.
Take
I
me
can't-
away.
A secret place."
I can't say anything. If he says, hey, dude, I got a waterproof housing for your camera. I'm taking a swan dive in that bitch.
I was gonna say, "Hey, I got evidence again."
No.
I know. I forgot. I apologize.
I
Cut that
thought his
bit.
internet just cut out and fucking saved him. I really did.
I forgot.
I was
Hey, at
like,
least you
okay.
caught yourself.
I was like,
Yeah.
how quick can I server mute him?
I was sitting there thinking, it's like, hey, I got better
Wi-Fi
Wi-Fi.
in the West.
I got better
I'm the-
Wi-Fi for you, me.
I'm the rootinest, tootinest, mutinous.
Mutinous, yes. Oh my god.
Yeah. I can't think of any other monsters that can scare me off the top of my head. Maybe
That
besides,
aren't scary.
yeah, that aren't scary.
I mean, I just wanted to talk shit on vampires because most of them are fucking lame.
I mean, I feel like werewolves also have that, but they're less romanticized. They're less.
Like I said, Twilight destroyed that for a whole minute on both sides.
Well, they're not werewolves. They call themselves werewolves, but they're more shapeshifters.
Yeah, they just turn into fucking dogs.
Well, like,
A
so,
werewolf
like
is mean to you.
werewolves is like they turn it on the full moon, and they don't fucking control themselves. But the Twilight guys, they shapeshift at a fucking moment's notice whenever they want and
If you
become
want a good
wolves.
fucking werewolf movie, watch Dog Soldiers. That's
Oh
a
yeah,
That's a movie. Those are scary, big ass, fucking nasty beasts.
I love when
Yeah.
werewolves are portrayed as like mangy, evil, ugly sons of like Bloodborne had nasty werewolves, and I love them. Like gangly arms. I mean, they still sounded like werewolves, but they sounded more like actual beasts. And I was just like,
The werewolves in Harry Potter were actually a lot better than they were in fucking Twilight, 100%. Because they were handled the
think-
exact same way. They were handled like, because Lupin was a werewolf in the third one, Connor.
but that happened with like the
Lupin the
Moonlight.
Yeah, like, which is traditional.
Lupin the Third.
They're like the traditional werewolves. They like
Actually, Matt, there's an episode in the part 2 of Lupin the Third where he becomes a vampire.
He's like, oh, I'm turning gay.
Dude, I like the Castlevania version of fucking vampires, though.
That's
Punches
a good
him,
one
you
too.
must be a Belmod.
That scene just makes me so happy of Trevor trying to throw hands with them and Dracula having this. Who the fuck is trying to? Oh, the Belmont.
There was a Key and Pill skit where like everyone's all vampires and Key is like he's a vampire but he's dressed up like a freaking gangster and other ones are dressed all super goth and like they're like time to feed and like they just it's all dramatic. He's like, did any of that get in your mouth at all? Like seriously, can we turn on some other music besides just house music? Like, what's up with the leather pants? Why does everyone wear black leather? And they're like, actually, yeah, I don't like. Why are we doing this? Like, and like, so everyone's just starts living their life a lot better. And the one pouty vampire, the moody one's like, I just thought it was a good aesthetic. Like, I just wanted to live forever so I could see the new future cars. Like.
The guy's fucking drinking blood like somebody trying to take a shot and just faking it and having it all drizzle out.
Yeah, because they bite the neck and then and he's like, did any of that get in your mouth at
He's
all?
like,
Like, we're supposed to drink this, right?
Actually, Matt, remind me when we were filming Rambo when we were younger. Did you drink from that fake heart of
No, I
blood you
didn't.
had?
I just bit it open.
Okay,
He just
I
bit
couldn't
it open. It was
remember.
like, "Arr!"
Yeah, I couldn't remember if you accidentally like got. I mean, I had it in my mouth with pause.
Haha.
I had the corn syrup in my mouth for it, and I hated it at times because the corn syrup was overpowering at times. Because I remember one of the scenes like,
It's just corn syrup, chocolate syrup, and red food dye.
yeah, but
Yeah.
it was like it was slightly overpowering because at times I'd just be like, and I had to wait for Matt because I remember one time we got it wrong, and I just go.
I've actually got those takes still saved. They're backed up. They're on my external hard drive, but I also have them unlisted on YouTube for fucking outtakes and shit.
Then we also had the bonus scene of him slitting my throat. where we use
Yeah.
the hose.
That was like one of the scariest moments in a non-horror movie, right there. Is what that was.
Oh, Simone.
Simone.
I'll drink to that.
Of course you will.
Like I need any excuse to
So
drink.
I know
I'll go
what one of Connor's.
it might be
ahead.
the same as what I'm about to say for you, but you bring it up, of course. But I'm gonna say this is for me and Dalton, Ben too. The Flood in Halo 1.
Yep.
That game was just
That-
gung-ho super
That had
soldier.
no reason to be randomly scary like that.
It
Because you're
did
just
it.
chilling, you're just having fun killing these fucking bright little colored fucking Covenant. You're like, yeah, all right, like awesome music, and then suddenly the music is fucking just like, you know, that eerie fucking dissonant sound. You're like, oh, why is there blood all over the walls? What are these things? What are these giant things hitting me? Oh God, I'm going to die. It's
The
terrible.
build-up was everything for that mission.
Yeah, those are like the super mutatey things, right?
Yeah.
The Flood.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Like it just came out of like it wasn't advertised in the game. It wasn't
It
shown
wasn't.
anywhere in the trailers. It was fucking no. It was the best goddamn secret I've ever seen in a video game.
It was The Last of Us before The Last of Us.
Yeah, it honestly it was like
us, technically.
yeah,
The
Like,
first of us.
But
it's that was fucking outrageous. Like you're watching, you go to the library and you're on fucking like heroic because you know you're a badass, and you're sitting there and you're like, okay, cool, and then they start shooting at you when they didn't shoot at
that's
you
the
last
worst
level.
part. Like
You shoot the
zombies,
fucking rocket.
like zombie-like units that have guns. Scary.
It's like, they have thumbs now?
Yeah,
Thumbs
now.
now.
But, like the lore behind the Flood and what they do to their body is absolutely horrid. It's these little pustules like this big, and it drills in through your neck, and then it puts itself into your body, into your like chest cavity.
It goes.
and
It puts stuff in your
controls.
body through your spinal column.
Yeah, and it
through your spinal cord.
controls your entire body, and it's stealing your memories. So like as it collectively steals your memories, it creates a hive mind into a greater grave mind. And it's just the horrific stuff that it like went into detail in the Flood book. I'm just like, eh.
Yeah, you're just like a fleshy puppet, like a marionette.
And you see what's happening. You know it's happening. You know what's going on until it finally wipes your last memories away.
Yep. Which actually, fun thing, and I just ran across this, but apparently there was a script in the game that was tossed like late into the development. But if you go into and enable it, you know the fucking Marine that goes ape shit and starts shooting at you, like shooting at everything that moves because of all of his fucking trauma and shit from the flood
Yeah.
spores.
Yeah.
If you go off screen and go a certain distance, you hear a loud bang, he shoots himself.
Mhm.
So yeah,
I would.
Yeah, actually, there's actually in every Halo game since that, there has been a fucking dude going crazy. Like, there's
Yeah.
been a dude like, oh
Was
man,
there?
There
he just
two.
like goes.
I don't know
Yeah.
if it's 2, but I know 3 and on they do.
No, yeah, 3 had the dude like describing in detail the Flood like infecting someone, which was gross.
There was the
and
guy
then-
in Reach as well.
Yeah, he and
But-
like his end thing in Halo 3 was saying maybe I need to help myself, and then you have the option to leave him there or to I don't know. Usually I'd like to think to leave him there because there's a slim chance he could get the help he needs and get over it. But at the same time,
They literally glass the entire fucking area right after you leave.
Yeah.
He dies. He dies.
Either way, he might find something else to get tied up over.
Just carry fucking rope.
To be fair, I'll
I
give
think
Ben,
I'm gonna quit the podcast now. I'm done.
I'll be honest. I'll give Ben a pass for the rope, not for the joke, but because having rope when you're out anywhere can be
It's
helpful.
great to have it, but like humble brag, I guess. Like what the fuck?
I might be like the Carrot Top of podcasters, I guess. I don't know.
Like yeah,
Yeah.
at least you don't
You're
gotta
terrible and not funny.
clips. No clippers.
Way to cut to the chase there,
Guys,
Matt.
you're phoning it in.
Listen
I'm
here,
gonna
old.
throw a wrench in your fucking plans. I see what you did there.
I'm
gonna
going
shed
to
some light on this
kill
fucking
myself.
information here.
Our listeners are crying from the puns. I'm just sipping on their tears.
I needed to control what's going on in this conversation, but I'm just testing my puns.
All right, I quit. Fuck you guys. I'm done. We're not even making it to 100 episodes.
The 100 episode will just be fuck you guys. I quit.
I will lead the charge.
All right, let's get back on topic. Let's stop with all the fucking finding shit on our desks.
All right, so Halo was one of the ones because, like I said, the build-up for it is just great. You know, if you're careful, you can see Flood moving around in the background when you're going in. It's very hard to see, but you can. Also, there's when you get in there, as Dalton said, all the blood everywhere, Dead Covenant, and then one with his chest, like, busted open, which is...
Hey, a friend of yours? Just met.
Yeah, it's literally a soft nod to Aliens with the chest burster thing, which is scary. And then finally, you of course see the Marine shooting everything in sight because he's so terrified. Then finally, the little video feed you see, you finally get an idea of what happens, and you're just sitting here like, oh, and then the music kicks in, you're just like, it's scary.
Private Jenkins.
Yep. No.
Wasn't he the one that still had some semblance of consciousness?
Yeah, because the flood that was in him was like an old, like, was like fucked up.
Yeah.
And he actually blows himself up at the end.
Good for him.
Yeah, because like the flood was like, hey,
Good for
destroy,
him.
like, because like it's at the end in the book, and Master Chief is like getting away in the longsword, and the flood was like, shoot it, and he's like, nah, and shoots himself, blows himself up. I'm like, bet.
Good for him.
I was like, didn't he shove a grenade in his chest or some shit?
Something like that. Let's try and find it.
What's up, Matt? What you got?
I mean, I've got a couple, but I guess since we're on games, I'll bring up a few video game ones. For one, in, I think it's Ocarina of Time, but you get to all those weird zombie things that, like, leech onto you. That kind of pops out of
The
nowhere.
dead hands.
Yes.
Whatever Japanese man over there made that thing, fuck you. I haven't recovered.
Honestly, I love that guy.
Coming out of nowhere and fucking just like, dude, this is... I just want to get out of here.
I hate it so much, bro.
Honestly, can you really say fuck you if it did what it was meant to do?
It did, but I
Yes.
still hate it. It's a children's game.
Yeah, it's a children's game and it toughens you up, or at least it's supposed to.
I was 9. 9.
Oh,
9.
Well said.
yeah.
God, it fucked with me so much. Like, yeah, the Red Dead were already scary enough. Like, having something jump onto you and was weird enough, but then adding in something that was like,
I need to get another
and hands would just grab. Heck, it's been so scary. Most D&D people have used pictures of the dead hand as like a reference to the false Hydra monster, because they're like, you know what, that fits.
Yeah, but I remember
False
that
Hydra's-
one scared me, other than actual scary games. This one's rather recent, but in Hogwarts Legacy on the PlayStation 5, there's an exclusive free DLC mission where it's like in a hidden library somewhere, but there's all these fucking mannequins that just keep slowly following. Dude, it was legit. Like, why? Even Vincent's like, is this a scary game? I'm like, apparently it is now. Like, Jesus Christ.
Avada, fuck this.
Kills yourself. Can you kill yourself, Avada?
Death curse yourself, Voldemort.
Could you just imagine that though? Like a fucking depressed ass wizard with his goddamn wand, just like, I've got to tell.
They even say like Voldemort goes,
The fucking ministry agent who was trying to stop him was like, what the fuck just happened? You just see this lightning bolt in the dude's head, like out of his skull.
They're like,
That's
cuff
what
him.
you- that's what you need. That's the move you need for the Avada Kedavra.
Yeah.
It's the lightning bolt. That's why Harry has it.
So, I would include Majora's Mask, the Legend of Zelda game, but I feel like that game has plenty of horror moments. Like, yeah, it's a case game, but that game really set the mood, you know. So, heck, sometimes I call Majora's Mask horror game. It's not, but sometimes I do.
It's
More or less.
Let's do it, yeah. There's a giant impending doom fucking...
Yeah. Yeah, like the whole game itself just has that mood, so I don't think it would really count. But
Like
anyway.
when someone goes to sit on your face, but all you do is you see a tiny bit of toilet paper stuck to their asshole, and you're like,
Oh,
No, mommy, no!
you hear the clock tower bell ringing as it lowers. Badoo, no, badoo, ah.
And then it's just like day one. Oh,
Day one.
okay. Goes back
You
to
just
what-
grab an
what-
ocarina, playing it. Go back in time. Go back in time, please.
I got one. A scary moment, non-scary thing, was definitely the one that got Connor in the Dark Knight when the fucking Batman, like when the dressed up
Man-Bat.
Batman hits the fucking yeah.
Fuck you, man.
plus it came out when you were just going through the city.
Yeah, just I'm Batman.
Oh no! I'm talking about the fucking scene where like in the second one when the guy is like hanging from a noose and hits when he's talking to the mayor.
Oh, that yeah.
Yeah, just like the boom, like Connor's like, oh god.
Okay,
I
yeah.
didn't expect it.
Yeah, it was a jump scare, but it kind of fucking fit the situation for the Joker though.
Absolutely, dude. That movie still fucking holds up, man.
Dude, I still watch it just for
Look at me. Look at me.
You're like, yes, sir. I'm sorry. I'm paying attention.
I'm a man of my word.
And I don't know.
I remember
why.
Connor just jumping on that one.
Dude,
I don't know
God.
why, but I'm just thinking about that fucking scene in The Dark Knight with the Batman impersonators. And
I'm
The
not.
I'm not wearing hockey pads.
I'm not wearing hockey pads.
And yeah, that was terrifying.
In Arkham Knight, if you get the DLC for the Bayverse, not Bayverse. Wow, I'm awful. Nolanverse.
What?
Excuse me.
The
Nolanverse.
Nolan verse.
I don't know.
Just
What
let him go.
Thank you. So if you get the one for the Christopher Nolan movies, literally the little flavor text for the armor is he's not wearing hockey pants, and I'm just like,
It's hockey
Yeah.
pads.
Hockey
that's
pads.
whatever.
Hockey
Yeah.
pads, not hockey pants.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
about to
shut
say
up.
pants too, but then I watched it with subtitles. It's like pads. Oh.
Yeah. That movie
it's
got
like-
me on like two different ones. It was the dude hanging, and then it was also the scene. What did they call me saying? I didn't expect that either. So Matt,
So I'll say, Ben, do you have any? Because I got a list of a few.
Honestly, I was thinking Halo, and Connor kind of took it. So
sorry.
nah, it's all good, dude. Great minds think alike,
But fools rarely differ.
and we're all fucking moronic. So what does that mean?
That we rarely
I-
differ because we're fools.
You-
I've
like
got
that.
one more, Matt, then off to you. And this is
Alright.
going to be one that I think only me and Dalton will know. It's from Ruby, Season 6. When it had those Grims that fed off of, like, emotion or whatever. It was, like, one episode. But do you remember them?
Yeah.
They basically, like, sucked away your, like, I guess, good emotions and left you depressed and miserable and wanting to die. And I remember seeing that and I was like, bro, what the fuck?
Because this is just a normal day for me.
Yeah. Like, it, and it scared me too, because they just looked like dead people, but grimified, and I was just like,
Well,
I tried watching Ruby, and season 1 looks like it came on the fucking Nintendo 64.
It got
Again,
better
yeah.
after.
It was their first time making a show. Cut them some slack.
No,
Honestly, I'll say this: animation is hard. Hard as a motherfucker.
yeah, okay.
Just like me.
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's easy. Anyone can do it.
I'm just saying, if it like, even if you got a shit ton of money backing it up, if you get the main guys doing it, they're just like, okay, how can we figure this shit out? It's gonna look a little rough initially.
I'm
Oh, yeah.
very aware of this.
As Dalton said, it got better when you hit season 4. That's when the quality's like,
That's
the
when
animation.
the fucking world just went to shit. Whoa, that's the shit after 3.
Yes. Now, Matthew, we've waited long enough and interrupted you too many times.
That's
Speak.
fine. Okay, so the first one's kind of a quick one, but in a Pee-wee's Big Adventure, when he gets picked up by Large Marge,
Yes.
and she
I'm gonna
ends-
look that up real quick.
dude, she just turns to Pee-wee and her face goes into this clay animation thing with giant fucking eyeballs, and she just screams with her tongue and teeth going like, ah.
Yes.
It
Oh
comes
my
out
god.
of nowhere. It's fucking a legit spook, man.
Jesus! What the fuck? That's Beetlejuice shit, bro.
Connor, I saw that shit when I was 3. It was so fucked.
That is Beetlejuice shit. What the?
Yeah,
fuck?
but Large Marge came out of fucking nowhere in Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Another one is Judge Doom's death in Who Framed Roger Rabbit at the very end.
Oh,
when he
yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's like, it adds some terror to that movie, which
What
is
was
still a
it
great
called?
movie.
The toxic stuff.
I can't remember. Serpent?
Yeah.
No. I could double on that real quick, Matt, and be like the end of.
I don't know.
I could also mention Raiders of the Lost Ark for the first Indiana Jones, because that ending,
That's on the list too, man.
Like-
yeah.
like watching just out of nowhere go from it's like a radio to God to just.
I got one. The execution scene from The Green Mile when the dude put the dry sponge on there.
Yes.
That's rough, dude.
That's a rough act because the guy wasn't even that bad of a dude.
No, the other guy just hated him.
Yeah,
He was just
'cause
a
he was
dickhead.
dick, yeah.
But yeah, that's up there. Ooh, another good one is in. The fuck was it? What do you call? Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. The
Oh
fucking
yeah, when he's singing.
the tunnel scene.
Yep.
There's
Yeah.
Yes.
no knowing as far as go like that turns into complete just horror, man. There's like death in the background, and you don't know what the fuck
And that
happens.
was all Gene Wilder's idea.
That movie was just fucking bonkers, bro.
I never really liked. I rewatched it recently, and like Gene Wilder makes that movie. I'm like,
Yeah.
he's such a
He only
condescending little prick in it. I fucking love him.
wanted to do the movie if he got to come out with a cane, do a tumble, and then stand up, just because no one would believe anything he says afterwards. It's the only reason he wanted to do it.
So I've
Fair enough.
actually got one. And I'm not sure. Ghostbusters would be considered a comedy, yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So whenever I first saw it, yeah, bear in mind I was 3 years old, and when the fucking voice changes to like,
There is no Dana, only Sue.
you know, I was freaked out for a second.
That's just what
Yeah,
happens to bed like Matt when he's in bed with Devin. There is no Devin, there is only Zool.
Look
Yeah.
at my tits.
Supernatural comedy is what it's considered.
But
Yeah.
yeah, it's still a comedy. But yeah, that's fucking spooky as shit there.
And
Yeah,
it did
sure.
it to my poor girl.
How about
Sigourney
Bilbo
Weaver.
Baggins?
I was
changing to
just
serious
about to
cause.
bring up fucking
Yes.
Lord of the Rings.
That
When Bilbo
was-
Baggins goes to
Yeah.
take the ring back, and his
He's
face
like-
just turns. But also in Lord of the Rings, when they're going through that swamp of loneliness or whatever,
Yes.
and all the dead bodies, and which kind of reminds me of Neverending Story when he loses his fucking horse as well. There's just the ghost horse down there as well, like. But yeah, that's fucking just scary shit coming out when it's not scary makes it that much scarier.
It's good. It's really fucking good.
Oh my god, I just remembered the death of the air conditioner in the Brave Little Toaster.
Oh,
I don't know.
yes.
Ever seen that movie?
Speaking of the movie too.
Yeah,
Yes.
just suddenly just like breaks down. I was like looking, just scrolling through it. I looked there, like, oh yeah, I remember that shit. I fucking
He
cried,
goes through
dude.
it, man.
I've got a weird one, and you're gonna laugh at me for it.
What's up?
For regards, I watched this when I was 11. Yes, it's anime, but bear with me for it. The appearance of Fat Boo.
Yeah.
At the time, something cute looking being unbelievably scary and or just scary. It just hit me. Seeing Boo just literally skip, going, me gonna eat you up, for me was just like, especially after you see him literally vor Deborah as a cookie, because then at that point I'm like, oh my god, he actually gonna do it!
Dalton got erect at that point.
It's like, then I got over it pretty quick.
I got one more to throw at y'all. I got one more. The Secret of Nim. The Great
I've
Owl.
never seen that. I've never seen that actually.
Dude,
Is
Connor.
the like smog monster thing that's
No.
Tim Curry's sludge. What was that one from?
No. The Secret of Nim was so we got a family of mice that are living in a cinder block, and they gotta move it.
Oh,
Yeah, Connor, you saw it. You saw
Vague.
it.
I remember it very vaguely, but I know what
When
you're
the-
getting at.
When the bitch goes to see the Great Owl, and that motherfucker's got glowing eyes. There's skulls all over the place, and he's just like fucking crushing shit. It changes the tone of the movie the whole way.
okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking of Fern Gully,
Yeah, no,
With
not
the-
Fern
with
Gully.
the-
No.
monster thing, but yeah.
Yeah, no. Saw that when I was like 3 or 4 years old. Fucking freaky. Love the movie though. Oh my god, it's one of the best movies I ever saw as a kid.
Isn't it Don Bluth?
It's a Don Bluth.
Don Bluth. Yep.
When he said "fuck you, Disney," I'm do what I want.
Yeah.
I'm
It also
all
kind of makes me think of All Dogs Go to Heaven when he goes through hell.
yes, yes.
That's like super sad. It's like very emotional,
Like
dark as fuck.
I'm really big on people just taking up their own shit, and they're just like, you know what, fuck you, I'm making what I want, and they just do it and they succeed. I'm a big fan of that shit.
I was about to mention the Black Cauldron, but I feel like the Black Cauldron was kind of meant to be. Well, I don't know. Let me look it up real quick.
I mean, we have it. I own it.
I know, but I just want to see what it's considered. The Black Cauldron.
The Black Cauldron, it's more of a fantasy thing. It's not horror. It's not horror at all. So if there's
Yeah,
freaky
it's
moments-
dark fantasy.
Yes. Another one would be Anastasia.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I forgot the lich in it. The villain is just John Hurt.
You mean Rasputin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rasputin.
Wait.
Oh,
Yeah, Anastasia.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's kind of fucked because everyone thought they couldn't find Anastasia and her sister. They were just buried 20 feet away from their parents.
Yeah. I love
Good
how
for
I said.
them.
I asked my sister, like, do you consider Anastasia a Disney princess? No, she's not. I'm like, isn't she the daughter of the?
She's the daughter of a czar. Yeah, she's a
Yeah,
princess.
she should be.
She's the daughter of a czar and therefore a princess. The movie was made by 20th Century Fox, and 20th Century Fox was bought by Disney. Ergo, Disney princess.
I mean, hell, if that's the case, then technically Cusco was a Disney princess.
Yeah,
Prince.
It was
No, he's a
Thor.
princess.
No, he's a Disney princess, Ben. It's Cusco.
He's a princess.
Prince, but whatever.
He's not an emperor. He's a princess.
You're throwing off my groove.
How the prince got his groove back.
Like I saw a picture and it was like listening to Spotify and then it's like getting a phone call. It's like you threw off my groove. Like every time I listen to Spotify, someone calls me and it's like I don't want to.
I'm gonna start doing that to you now, Dalton. You ever call me and you're like, "Hey, man, you threw off my groove."
I'll drink
All
for
right,
that.
since we're talking about a bunch of cartoons, the very first Toy Story when he goes to Sid's room,
Yes.
Oh yeah.
baby head with the spider legs, and then you
And
see
it's just raising up and shit. It's like
fucking scary. Or even
the hooker.
yeah, what was it?
It
Toy
is literally a hooker, bro. Come on.
Toy Story 3 when they're going in the fucking furnace. They're
Incinerator?
about to be burned. Yeah, the incinerator, man.
I
That
did not
shit's
see
like-
that one. I saw
Dude.
Toy Story 1 and 2.
Watch 3 and 4. They're fucking fabulous. They literally just get better with each movie.
4
Dude, like-
doesn't get better than 3, but it's still good.
It really kind of follows our generation when you look at it though.
It's
When
like
three
one-
came out, it was about the time our generation was going to college.
Yeah, like 1 was great, 2 was better, 3 was amazing, and then 4 it kind of dipped a little bit, but it was still great.
And the best part is Sid is a trash man, and he probably makes more than fucking Andy does right now.
Oh,
Oh,
Wait
what's
a minute.
up, Connor? What's up?
Fantasia.
Yes.
Fucking Chernobog, bro.
Spell say the Night on Ball Mountain.
Yes, Slavic god of death, bro. That's literally what it's about, and that shit's fucking metal.
I need
Like-
to paint that. I need to
like-
paint the silhouette of him.
Dude, I would commission one, bro. Fucking bet.
That'd be badass, man.
Like, I used to hate it as a kid. Like, I was scared of it, but I got older and I was just like, because it's just metal. It's literally just the Slavic god of death just fucking around at midnight. Just summoning demons. Like he
The
turns
witching
like
hour?
these. Yeah, basically, that's what it is. The witching hour. But still, it's just.
out and everything.
Yeah, there was the harpies with the tits. There's the fire girls dancing. Then they get turned into a pig, a goat. The whole thing was just screaming Satan.
I mean,
but-
it is Satan.
I mean,
And
the god of death.
I still remember playing Kingdom Hearts 1 for the first time, and the second to last boss out of nowhere is just Chernobog from Fantasia. I'm just like, wait, what?
And then the
That
last,
boss.
and then the last boss was fucking Sephiroth.
No, the last.
Well, in the tournament,
Yeah, but that was more like the kind of extra last boss, and he fucking sucked, bro. Fuck that guy. I hate
In,
it.
in other words, he always beats you.
Well, because the thing I never got down that hit me was, one, he hits like a train, and two, he has the Heartless Angel move where your MP, your health just goes to 1, and you have to block first or prepare, or else he'll literally come up and just go, and you're dead. I'm just like...
I know this is kind of like a little 30-second distraction or whatever, but I just can't help but think about the fucking Savior Sephiroth theme, and I'm just like, Xbox, PS3,
I knew you were gonna
3DS,
fucking
Nintendo
do
Wii.
it. I knew you were gonna
Sephiroth.
fucking do it.
Anyway,
3DS, Nintendo
back on track. Scary things that were not in a horror thing. Can we think of anything else?
Wii.
I'm trying to think that there's a 90s movie. It's a cartoon. I kind of want to say Page Master, but I can't remember what it was.
Dude, fuck, I love Page Master.
I know it's a good movie, but I'm trying to remember what in Page Master scared me, because something
Like,
did.
half the goddamn movie was fucking kind of scary.
Yeah, kind of. I just can't remember what.
Sequence?
Wait, wasn't it
The Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde?
That was a good one. Yeah.
Well, that's in Page Master, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay, it might have been that. I think maybe there's the creature that eats the kid at one point. Like, that scared me. Maybe that's where I got... No, it's Attack on Titan. Can we say Attack on Titan?
No.
No. It's got horror elements at the game.
Yeah.
The whole thing starts off fucking terrifying.
I mean,
Yeah, fair enough.
I want an adventure. I wish I never wished for an adventure.
Yeah. And for back to Lord of the Rings for a moment, there's plenty of moments where you could say horror, like the Witch King.
Elag?
Well, not the Witch King itself, like the Dark. What are they called? Why can't I remember?
Nazgul?
Thank you, the Nazgul. Like the Nazgul himself were pretty scary, just literally coming after you because you held a ring. And Shelob, the giant spider, like. Oh.
I don't like any spider. Anytime
Like-
there's spiders, I'm like, mm-mm.
Nothing had me so psyched when I watched the third movie, and like it wraps up Frodo, and you're like, oh my god, Sam, little nightlight, Sting comes up like, drop him. I'm like Sam is getting cooked in that movie.
boyfriend alone.
Dude,
My
Sam's
favorite
the
picture was like
Sam.
Sam is
my favorite
definitely
picture was
wise.
the fellowship at 99% strength, and it was just fucking it was Aragorn and Samwise. It was like 100% strength and showed everybody else. Like it's just them two at 99% strength. Like they held the entire fucking thing together.
Dude, why are you saying shut up?
Your pun was stupid.
Why? He
didn't
was
hear
a
his
smart
pun.
guy.
I said Sam was the go, and he says, yeah, Sam was pretty wise.
Wise.
What's his name? Ben's just jealous because he's not as wise as Samwise.
You know what? I might not be in that case. I might just be stubborn and fucking.
You're
You
Ben
know,
the dumb.
Technically, Sam wasn't even wise. He just had an assload of courage, bro. He's just the best guy to have next
He just
to your
had-
He
side.
knew how to make stew.
He just had big dick energy, dude.
Oh yeah.
He had like chose
feet?
black man dick
It's
energy,
like-
bro.
Boom. You
Yeah,
know.
literally, whenever he finally gets with the girl he likes, she's like, "Okay, I'm ready, Sam." He's just like an
Sam?
elephant,
Wait,
an elephant trunk, bro.
No,
Across the
so good.
world. He went across the world to destroy an evil fucking lord to come back to have the courage to find somebody who already liked him.
That's the
To ask someone who already liked him out. Like she already liked him before he even left. Like,
now
you
he's
had the
married
courage.
to Frodo.
Gentlemen,
No.
listeners, let that be a lesson. Travel the world, then ask her out. Connor, take
What?
heed.
Why not just ask them out if you know they like you? Jesus
Because they don't have the balls to do it right now. Come on.
No, that's about all I got. When Matt gets back, we can move on to the final one. But
Matt left?
yeah, he left for something. But if you've got anything else you guys can think of, I mean,
Dude,
I tried. Go ahead.
I'm just thinking shit like there are constant moments with like not necessarily scary but like suspenseful moments like you know one moment that everybody can relate to, especially people our age, The Lion King, whenever Scar is looking over Mufasa.
I
You
don't
know?
call that scary.
I
I
gotta
call
be
that
honest. The
sad.
scariest part's when they went into the fucking goddamn elephant graveyard. All right, that's
Well,
No,
no,
the
I'm talking
scariest
about
part for
this-
me was when he tried to restart the Third Reich.
Well, no. Whenever he sinks his claws into him, and like everything just kind of zones, and he's like, "Long live the king."
Again,
You
I
know.
never
how
found it
dare you
scary.
try to sound like Jeremy Irons.
I never found it scary. I just found it more just literally like
Like the elephant graveyard, I think to me was the scarier part.
Fun fact, Jeremy Irons only did like half to 2/3 of that song, the Be Prepared song. The other one, I forget who did the rest of it, but
it was me.
I wouldn't be surprised because you're amazing with your vocal talent, and I hate the fact that you haven't done anything with it yet. You fucking bastard!
Yeah,
I
but
love
I'm
you.
awful at singing.
I
Give
will
a shit. You haven't tried.
never get over the scene when so we were in Spanish 2 and Mr. Aceros was like, all right, I'm gonna watch this movie, and so we're watching this fucking movie like Lion King in Spanish, and it's like the part where Timon was like, what, you want to dress a dragon do the hula? And she pauses it, she's like, all right, class, what did he say right there? And I quoted it word for word. She goes, that's very good. It's like, I've seen this movie a billion times, I could just quote the movie and not the Spanish.
Dude, I watched that
Like,
fucking
I don't need your
movie.
Spanish.
I watched that fucking movie once a night for 3 months straight.
We
Whenever
watched
I
it
finally got
religiously
it.
for like years.
It's still fucking great.
It is amazing.
Oh, yeah.
I
A
watched it
remake
like a
could've
couple
been
months
fucking
ago,
hit.
and it was like, oh, dude, because they're like, it looks so real, so they didn't give any animals emotions or features.
Yeah.
But it's also like, animals don't fucking talk. Pick what you want to do. Make it a fucking movie that looks real. Honestly, I would rather, I didn't watch it because it's going to be trash, but you should just do it without dialogue. That
Yeah.
would be interesting.
Yes.
And the exact thing play out as actual
Oh,
animals.
The fucking Animal Planet that shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that's
Also,
one
Seth
thing.
Rogen as Pumbaa? No.
I love Seth Rogen. I'm probably the only one
don't.
here.
I'm
that-
just saying,
know
I just don't see
you-
him.
I know y'all
I
don't.
just don't see him as fucking Pumbaa though. Like
I enjoy him. I didn't watch that movie, but also Africa isn't just brown. Africa's beautiful fucking greenery. There's trees. The first Lion King is magnificent. It's gorgeous to look at.
Yeah.
This movie is just brown.
It's
Even
it's
the
a,
stampede in there. It
It's-
doesn't look like a stampede. It looks like you could like, yeah, there you go.
it's as brown as the
Yeah, that
as
movie,
the,
the Stampede, was scary to watch because you legit were just waiting for the horror of a hoof to come down and just pour
the only
Simba.
fact that there were more black people in the original cast than there were in the new cast.
and they were all hyenas.
For some reason, I was about to stop and say, no,
Except for the
the
lion.
first example
Except
I
for
thought of
James Earl
was
Jones.
fucking James Earl Jones. Like, for some reason, my brain's like,
Oh, James Earl
James Earl
Jones.
Jones is white.
But, like Sarabi's fucking character was black. Rafiki's, Whoopi Goldberg's.
Of course, if Rafiki wasn't, I would have been baffled.
Nala's
Or
is
at least-
Indian.
Yeah. God.
Yeah, fucking A.
I could always talk about fucking. I always talk
Nah,
about
man.
Lion King, man.
But to be fair, there weren't really any scary stories in that movie.
Oh,
I was
that's a
about to say, let's go.
fantastic segue. Let's fucking go, bud.
Really? That sounded terrible.
No, that's a great dude. Take it from the guy that listens to you fucks at least twice in a row. Like every
whoa,
episode.
whoa. Can you repeat that?
Take
He
it
listens
from
to
me.
us all the time, like literally.
Oh,
like,
it sounded like he said, take it from you fuck. And I was like,
No, whenever I'm editing, like some people do timestamps. Fuck that shit. I listen to it and add shit as I go. So I have to listen to this at least twice in a row.
I have to say, if you timestamped, it probably would go faster. But I think the end result, I don't know.
Because
dude, I gotta be honest. Like, re-listening to the podcast itself there's a lot of passion that goes into like the things that we say. Like, I didn't realize how passionate we were. And when we talk, like, especially
man.
when Matt was talking about like the concert we went to, like, we talked about that concert for 45 minutes, and it was
Well,
like
that's
passionate as fuck.
well, I mean, that's another thing we're trying to do with like how we're going about the podcast now. Like, we're like dropping a topic to have 3, so we can put a lot
Yeah.
more feeling, emotion, passion,
Anyway.
thought into that topic.
So scary stories.
Let me grab my
So
book.
Ben doesn't have to cut out a lot of stuff.
Yeah. And then
fuck is he
Connor fucking has to dip out to play with Toshi. I swear
He's
to
getting
God.
a book. God damn,
Oh.
leave him alone.
I'm sorry. I'm used to him
I
talking.
know, but he just said, I need to grab my book.
And then I did that walk that old people do when they're shopping.
Can you get that for me? I'm sorry, ma'am, I don't work here.
I mean the one where they look like they're like about to fall over at a moment's notice. But I'm gonna mention a story real quick from Edgar Allan Poe. You guys might see where I'm going with this, consider I mention it a lot.
Quote the Raven, nevermore.
No,
That's
that was
so
just
hard.
that was just depressing. Thank you, Matt. Like the Raven one, yeah, it's iconic as fuck. It's probably his most iconic poem, but Telltale Heart scared the tits off me when I was a kid. Like, god damn. Like, it was one of my first tastes of psychological horror, and that's probably why I enjoy it so much.
Fuck yeah.
But yeah, I mean, something just scared, like, a little bits in it always got me. The first was how the guy talks about his, like, roommate or whatever. Just this guy, he has this big, bulging eye look at him. He just looks gross. And then
Mad-Eye
finally he could...
Mad-Eye Moody?
Well, no, not that. Well,
I get it.
I'll kill him myself. No. Yeah. And the fact that he just kills him, like my brain's at the point, it's like, I can't believe you killed him. He didn't do anything wrong. And then finally he's so happy. He bears him under the floorboards, like on cloud nine. I'll never look at him again. And then finally the police are over like, hey, we're looking for this individual. What? No, never. And then immediately just... I need to think of how to do a heartbeat sound.
Bum.
It's like,
Bum, bum.
Bum 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 bum.
you got
Heartbeat
two
sound.
halves that are pumping blood. Bum 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 bum.
Yeah, but I didn't want to say it and make it sound exaggerated or goofy like bum 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 bum. He just starts hearing that.
He just hears, hey, I'm hot under here.
Okay, hold on.
Hey, I'm a
Pause.
hot beat over here.
Pause. Connor, you're a goofy dude. Play up on it. It's a good thing.
Ba bum ba bum.
There you go.
Just
There
a
you go.
gay
Like,
heart.
that's like a gay guy's heart. Yeah.
Tell gay heart.
Telltale gay.
But yeah, just that moment where he starts saying he hears something. It's a heartbeat, and then he starts like just like freaking out, and even I'm sitting here. I feel like the dude in the story, like I'm holding myself like, it's still beating? What? And then finally he just loses it. He screams, he's on his floorboards. And-
I've actually got something that well actually hold on. I feel bad. Connor, are you done with yours or not?
no, yeah, I'm done.
So I was actually going to reference an Edgar Allan Poe myself.
Oh, go ahead.
The Cask of Amontillado.
It's Connor's favorite revenge story.
Yeah.
No,
the
my
guy
favorite
is,
revenge story is Count Monte Cristo.
I was about to say the
Count
Count of Monte Cristo. That's what I was
Fuck
thinking
yes.
about.
Yeah, that's the revenge book. Cask of Amontillado is just literally a dude being petty.
Well, it's honestly, I picture this being peak Dalton. to be quite honest, because the person has obviously done something to slight this guy, and he can't let go of it. He can't let go of it at all. And I'm just thinking of all the fucking times that Dalton has mentioned something, and he's just like, no, fuck you, no, you're not doing this. And so, and it's like, it's a homicidal Dalton.
Dalton, do we need to look at your basement, possibly?
I don't have a basement
Brick,
yet.
isn't brick
That we
stone?
know of.
No, when he moves, he'll have a basement, and then we'll check it.
Oh, he's looking at my
Love him.
basement. Why
But
is,
it's
there,
like-
why is there a bunch of bricks and mortar here? Don't worry.
What are the cliff notes if I've never heard of that story? So,
So, so the main character has been slighted by this one fucker, right? Who he meets at a party, and he gets him he takes him down to his wine cellar to check out, the shit that he's got, He's got some freaking amazing drinks to choose from, This is vintage 1872, shit like that. And, the guy was a real big fan of Amontillado wine. And so he has a cask of it. And so the guy just fucking, he's just like, oh, this shit's fucking good, and just gets drunk off his ass, not even noticing that the guy that invited him down into his wine cellar is pulling up bricks and mortar, and basically just closes him in. And once
he encases him in the wall.
he encases him in the fucking
Talk about
basement, and the guy looks at him and is like, "You're not gonna do that to me, are you?" As the last brick is about to be placed, and he sticks his face through it, and he's like, "Fucking wager," and just fucking puts it in there. What's up?
Two things. One, it's never explained what, the dude slighted him for. Like, it almost mentions that he didn't need a reason. Like, he just hated him.
Yeah, it didn't need to be there.
Yeah,
Yes.
like, he just hated him. I mean, it's mentioned, he says he's insulted me. Because, remember, the dude's moniker for his family is, no one attacks me with impunity.
Yep.
And secondly, I don't think he ever, has a moment of, you're not gonna do this. And he never had Amontillado. He tricked him, put him in there, and then the dude's so slosh, he's like, where is it? He's like putting the brick and mortar, like, it's there. And one of the final things he hears him say is, and one of the final things he says is, for the love of God. And the dude replies with, yes, for the love of God. And then he puts him in finally, and then you just hear him, you don't hear him suffocate, but you hear the bells on his head ringing, they stop.
Yeah, well, no, you're right about the Amontillado shit. However, the desperation in the guy's voice, I was stating it like that to basically convey, you're not gonna do that, are you? And
Yeah.
fucking bet.
Yeah. I was gonna say, if you got more wrong, I was about to grab the book and be like, I have it! It's right here!
Truth be told, I haven't read the story since 6th grade.
Still good.
So it's fantastic. I love it still. I highly recommend it. But it's fucked up. It's freaky.
Now then, where could I start?
Fuck yeah, let's go!
Insert all Lovecraft here because they're all fucking terrifying.
There is no
But
Lovecraft
first-
in that book.
Yay!
That was super
Hey.
cool of them to sign it. I really appreciate
Yeah,
it.
Carnifex.
They even drew their little the star symbol there too, the upside down star. That was great.
Pentagram.
Pentagram.
I didn't know if that was it or not,
It was.
but it felt right. A death metal band signing a book. Now, I'll say the first one that got me is the music of Eric Zahn. So to start, as simple as it is, a man goes into this boarding house, and then he starts hearing some terrible violin music or fiddle music, and he's wondering who it is. So he starts to get to meet the man Eric Zahn a little more and talk to him. And then one night, if I'm remembering correctly, he finally hears him play amazingly, and he's like, well, you have the skill for it, don't you? The protagonist says that, and of course Eric's like, don't ask about it. Don't ask about my music. It's like, well, what do you mean? He's like, don't ask about it. So then finally one night he catches him when he's playing the really good music, and it turns out he's playing it because he kind of has to. Because at one point, the music sheets are going crazy. The protagonist looks out the window, and it's just horrors beyond whatever he can experience or comprehend. And the dude plays the music to keep that shit at bay.
What's the name of it?
The music of Eric Zahn.
The music of Eric's balls.
Eggs balls were too big.
But no, yeah. It was the first one that snapped me into just Lovecraft. I was just like, I'm in. And of course, there's, Call of Cthulhu, which has Cthulhu in it. Though when I first read how Cthulhu looked, it made it seem like it was just an amorphous blob of slime.
Well, still,
you-
Cthulhu is one of the most descriptive versions of any Lovecraft monster. So, because half of them, you have to beat around the bush what they look like because they're supposed to be indescribable. So all you have to say is it's like a tentacle of eyes. This amorphous black shape I can't see in the shadows that keep shifting. You're like, what does that mean?
Another one that I think might be my favorite Lovecraft is the Dunwich Horror. But I will quickly give a shout out to Color Out of Space because I did read that, and it had the same beats as the movie, albeit different, because I think the time period at which it happened in the book was back more than it was.
Of course,
in the
yeah,
movie.
of course it was.
No, yeah,
But yeah, I listened to Color Out of Space as well. So yeah,
but it was
pretty neat.
scary because it did describe a bit of like what happened to people and like what things would change, and I'm just like, ugh. But Dunwich Horror, goated. I love it. Like the fact that it just built up as just this weird family, this kid Wheatley who's this like demon child with like goat eyes, a goatish face, and every time he walks near dogs, they just go mad because they know that boy is fucking fucked in the head. And then at nights, people just hear the most ungodly sounds coming from the Wheatley house. Like just, it's some nasty ass shit.
Yes, sir.
And then finally you figure out like Wheatley like gets older and he's trying to get a hold of the Necronomicon, or yes, that's located at Arkham. Yeah, Arkham's a big name.
Asylum?
No, not Asylum. I need to remember it real quick. I apologize. I want to make sure I'm right about it.
You're good. You're good.
Lovecraft.
Cite your
Arkham.
fucking sources. Episode 6.
Oh, it's a fictional city situated in Massachusetts. Oh wow, Massachusetts.
Massachusetts?
Yeah.
Massive
Anyway.
two shits.
So after a while, a librarian, a doctor, and like a scientist person literally get together because they're like, whatever was going on with Wheatley's place, we gotta find it. Because it turns out there's a monster that comes around after Wheatley's death. You never see it, of course, Lovecraft, but there's like nasty shit left behind. Animals are mangled and dead. Buildings are destroyed. So they finally find it. All you hear is that they get to the mountaintop where it is and end up like banishing it. And the last words you hear are basically this monster. It's supposed to be like half Cthulhu-esque looking, goat looking, morbidly obese monster. But it ends up literally screaming to the heavens as it dies, Father, Father, Yog-Sothoth, which is one of the first mentions of Yog-Sothoth. And like after it, it's basically the three of them just saying, how are we going to function now after seeing this shit? And it's like,
Waffle
Got
House?
me.
Waffle House? All right, let's go to Waffle House.
the only reasonable waffles.
Waffles.
The other one I'll mention is what's the exact title? It's the Portsmouth one, but I'm trying to figure out the name because I can't remember. The Shadow over Innsmouth. There we go. It's the one where basically man goes to the city and I'll make it a bit shorter, and basically he starts seeing some like goings on of people like acting strange, a lot of fish type of shit going on, and then like one night fish people come out of the like ocean and are invading the city just to like take it. Dude ends up escaping, but he gets so mentally warped after it that at that point he's literally saying, oh brother, I'll find you, we'll go down to where Great Cthulhu sleeps and we'll live eternally in his hall. And I'm just like, yeah,
in
that's
his hole.
Don't make this into a Matt Mercer situation. He had a D&D game on Critical Role recently where not recently, but he says, how hurt are you? But everyone heard him say, how hard are you? And everyone capitalized on it immediately. How hard are you? From Spruce to Oak.
Super erect.
But yeah, that one was the story that also made me think, no matter who you are in a Lovecraft story, you're not coming out alive or healthy. You're gone.
Yeah, definitely not healthy.
No, it's not healthy at all.
There's no happy ending. There never is.
That's
If
what
there
that's what the H stands for. Happy, but it's got a line through it.
no happy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I need to take a night. I might just read this afterwards. I love psychological horror, bro. It just gets me.
I do too. I just hate reading, so I gotta find the audiobooks of the stories, which I have
That's
done. He does kind of like he's just a sad bastard, man.
He
He
was
really
a
just
great-
is like, dude. But everything's so droll and like dreary and like. How many times can you describe being depressed? Because you've got it down to science.
Well, I mean, him and Poe was an inspiration for some of his more sad stuff, but in general, H.P. Lovecraft was sheltered. He watched his dad suffer dementia and die. He was a massive racist towards everybody, not just blacks. He was xenophobic as hell Actually, he was more fearful of other races, not like hateful. It was more
And-
just
That would be xenophobic.
I was about
Yeah.
to say hence phobic
Phobia
because
means fear in Latin.
yeah.
It's
so
like when
yeah.
people say transphobic, it's like, I'm not afraid of trans people.
I just hate them. No.
Yeah, trans odium. That's the fucking actual.
Oh yeah,
Latin.
man has depression and horror down to a T. But I love how barely anyone read his shit. After he died, though, man blew up.
Hey, it's just like
Probably what
Tupac.
What are you talking about? Tupac was famous as fuck before he died.
Yeah, but was he 10 times more famous after he got killed?
Well, death has
He's
a way
still-
sometimes of
Of course it does. The posthumous
yeah.
fame
Posthumous,
happens
that's
all the time. But everyone knew who the fuck Tupac was.
Yeah, everyone did. I knew who he was, and he was dead. I just knew it was a pop hero. The only rapper at first I did know who was dead that I thought was still alive at one time was Biggie Smalls, but no, he's dead. Actually, Katie, my sister, had a day where she was with her friends talking and heard a Notorious B.I.G. song. She's like, wow, this song's really good. How many more does he have? And she's like, Katie, he's dead. He's been dead.
He still has more songs though.
Hmm?
Matt,
Yeah.
question. I know you're a big horror movie fan. Have you ever heard of a movie called Drog?
Drog, like D-R-O-G.
Draug, like a Draugr from Norse mythology.
Oh.
There's a movie that I just randomly saw, and it's a Viking horror film based on the Draugr from Norse mythology. It's all based in Viking times, and it
Yeah,
looks like Draug, and it just honestly looked like I wanted to watch it. Yeah, I was like,
If
like,
we meet
it's
up at
fucking
some,
Norse.
I mean, if we meet up at some point, let's do it.
I'll watch it.
Yeah,
It's
it
on
came out
Tubi,
4
so
years
it's free.
Tubi, yeah. Yeah,
It's 90 minutes of historically accurate Viking horror.
Not
Yeah.
down. Good job.
Okay.
Down.
Anyway, anyone else got stories they've heard?
I think I'm storied out. What about y'all?
I got one I kind of remember, and because my mom, when I was way too young, gave me a giant book of urban legends and the original Grimm fairy tales.
Oh.
So, like, yeah, I knew all that hardcore shit, man. Like, plus
The
some of them
original
came with,
versions of all the Disney movies.
yeah, dude, some of them came with pictures and stuff. There was one where it just showed a chopped up body in this like chalice, and the story of that was, some sister got lured to something where they fucking murdered her, and then she was trying to get the other sister. When that sister went over there, like, don't go in that. But in order for her to put her sister back together, she literally had to take all the body chunks and put them in place so the magic could like rebuild her. It was fucking weird. I should not have read that when I was like 11.
Yeah, I need to wonder why your mom decided that was a great gift for you as a baby. It'd be the
That's
equivalent of
It's the best.
it'd be the equivalent of mom gave me this when I was 2 or 3.
I just remember going
like
through
this.
the urban legends. I was in the bathroom, and it's this one where
Mhm.
I think it's called "People Can Lick Too,"
Mhm.
where this girl has a sleepover. So after all of her friends and stuff go to bed, she keeps hearing rustling in the dark, and she gets up scared. But the dog comes over, licks her hand. She's like, "All right, cool."
Oh
goes
yeah.
back to sleep. It keeps happening throughout the night, and when she wakes up, all of her friends are butchered, and she runs to the bathroom where she sees her dog fucking hanging from the ceiling, cut open, and then in blood on the mirror says, "People can lick too." And I was just sitting there frozen, taking a shit, like,
Yeah,
like,
that's an old one.
Yeah, of course it is. Because even when I was like super young, I had brushed my teeth, but I'd put the water on because I was like, this will scare the demons away. It was just a child's thought process, man.
I've actually got something that is a little freaky. It's not necessarily like a book story or anything like that. It's an indie film, an indie short film.
Oh, okay.
It's called Tell. It's made by the guys that do Film Riot, and the story is it's this man and a woman that's in an argument. You don't know what they're arguing about, but nevertheless, the woman's the aggressor, the guy's the defender, and he ends up killing her. Right? Yeah, just
An
fucking-
age-old tale.
hammering down on her, like literally hammering down. And then he like just starts panicking. He calls a friend. The friend doesn't know what the fuck to do, and he's like, "Just don't call me," you know, that kind of shit. He goes to hide the body, and all sorts of freaky situations happen. Like he starts seeing visions and everything. There's a cop that comes by who happens to be a friend of the girlfriend that he just killed. And there's even a scene, like, honestly, I wasn't anticipating it because I was thinking, okay, independent short film, good production, not bad. No, I was freaked out for a split second because of the way that it pictured her as if it was a ghostly apparition, just barely in the scene enough to freak you out. And I was taken by surprise. He ends up, nevertheless, the cop friend or anything comes up, and he ends up getting shot by her after taking her out. And so he's just kind of like, you know, just fucking, you know, blood spewing from his mouth and the fucking gunshot wound. And yeah, it all just slows down and everything. But the way it was made, the psychological, like, the sound design, the music, everything just played up on it to a T, and to come up with that thing that the apparition that freaks him out, and he falls down a fucking attic stairwell and hits his head. That was fantastically executed. It was fan-fucking-tastic.
Okay.
Like, I'll have
That kind of
to.
sounds like it's just Telltale Heart, though. That's probably why it was called Tell.
I was about to say, you sure you're not talking about 1922 from Stephen King?
No, this was made in late 2011, early 2012, and the only reason I know about that is because I saw it when I was in Kuwait. I'll send y'all links to it.
Mm-hmm.
It's worth a watch. It's like 10 minutes long.
Yeah.
I'll check it out.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Any other stories? Or are we good here?
We don't really have any.
Oh shit. We're under 2 hours. Holy fuck.
Well, I'm saying if we cut down time, beef up the topics.
It's good. It's good shit.
It'll give more passion to each topic instead of having to try to push through 4, and it's
Give-
less editing on Vince.
I mean, unless you want me to try and think of another one, but can't think of one off the top of my head besides In the Mouth of Madness, but
Like, I'm
that's
sure
a
there's a
long
lot.
fucking book.
Like,
Yeah.
there's probably a fuck ton of horror stories throughout like the entire planet. Like, there have been 10 billion people killed.
there's literally
or, like,
just
to have
5.
died. Yeah, just 5 stories.
Only 5. That's it.
But
no
like,
more,
there
no
have been
less.
10 billion people on this
shit.
planet before us now. At this point, there's probably close to 20 billion people ever. There's got to be a fuck ton of horror stories, honestly.
Yes,
Like,
sir.
I was just looking at Drog, and that one just looked fucking amazing. I was like, I'm pretty sure some weird ass shit happened to Vikings at some point.
Oh, fucking weird ass shit
Mesopotamian.
happened to every culture.
I was reading up, like, apparently Mesopotamians had like constant fucking exorcisms for some reason. Like, there's just spooky shit would happen in Mesopotamia, and I'm like, you got like the cradle of civilization. There's not that many dead people there. Jesus Christ.
Spooky, scary, scary.
Not even at that point yet.
Wait, I have a story to mention.
All right.
Okay, are you ready?
December 5th, 1991.
No.
Yeah, I get it.
It's called The Ugly Barnacle.
God damn it.
I
It's a
can't.
story about Connor Impey.
Too late. Once, there was an ugly barnacle. He was so ugly that everyone died. The end.
I'll drink to that.
That's a horror story if I ever heard one, boys.
Oh, God.
I remember my dad told a horror story to us as when me and Kyle were kids, but he was just, I don't know what he was doing. I think he was just being an asshole. Because it ended saying that a giant praying mantis found me and Kyle and ate our heads. That's how he ended it. And I was like, what the fuck?
Of course,
I gotta say-
At least I would have had sex.
I went through the last bottle of brandy.
Plot twist. It was a male praying mantis. Shit.
I'm gonna have to finally get some alcohols, boys, because I just ran through the last bit of my brandy and bourbon then in this
I have so
podcast.
much fucking alcohol. It's outrageous.
You still got my mead. I'm pissed that I fucking.
I have your
left it
mead
at the
and your
house.
sake.
God damn it!
I'm gonna drink both of them.
All right, Sinus, I need to eat food because I've been drinking.
I need to go
so-
finish my laundry.
All right.
I need to go fuck myself.
Yeah, you do.
Any
Actually,
last-
I have 3 free days off.
Any last words, y'all?
Have a good day or don't.
If I
Yep.
thought you were gonna finish. Okay. Be safe on Halloween. If someone puts razor blades in your candy, I mean that's never really happened from what I've heard. It's never been confirmed.
Never asked.
It's not a thing.
Some dude poisoned his own kid. That's the only thing that happened.
Yep.
And if somebody's going out there giving free drugs to my children, then what the fuck? Why are you giving it to me?
Right.
Hey, you gave me. I know. Give it back. Go
All
ahead.
right. Well, if you got any questions, comments, concerns, bitches, gripes, complaints, or if you want to buy some merch from us, then hit us up at momentomorons@gmail.com. If you want to support this podcast for what ungodly reason I do not know, 1, what the fuck is wrong with you? 2, thank you very much. And 3, you can hit us up on our podcasters.spotify.com support link, which is pronounced as thus. https://podcasters.spotify.com/pod/show/memento-moron/support is your one-stop shop for supporting this fucking venture, and thank you much for every single nickel, dime, and maybe penny that you send us. If you want some analog art pieces that are a piece de resistance from a spick of all trades and master of Juan, then hit up my boy over here, Matthew Buendia, and he will set you up with something that you will want to hang on your wall. You will want to frame that bitch. It'll be autographed. It'll be worth $1 billion, quadrillion, jillion dollars, mostly because of inflation, but still worth something.
Unfortunately.
We are on Twitter at MomentoMorons, Twitter/X. I don't fucking care. It's Twatter. We are on Instagram at MomentoMorons. We are on Facebook at MomentoMorons. Hit us up, and we will hit you up with some funny shit that might make you giggle if you haven't giggled already. Let's see here. Oh, shout out to Team Thick.
In fact,
Team Thick. They are some fantastic people. They got 2 separate podcasts. Check them out. They're on Spotify. Team Thick Podcast and Team Thick.
Spotify.
Shout out to the Odd Fun Guy. If you want some damn good digital art pieces, her commissions are open as far as I know. Also, Dahlia Eros Black on Twitter /X/whatever. She's also accepting commissions last I checked. Fantastic freaking people. One of them's my sister. She's still badass. Anything else, y'all? Or
Yes. Free beard rides by me to any hot ass chick who wants it.
So if anyone wants to sit on a bearded dude's face and get the mustache ride of their lives from someone that has more than a mustache, then hit up my boy, Dalton
Hey.
Wayne Slayton.
I'm a fat guy. I know how to eat.
Fuck yeah.
but he doesn't know how to breathe, so just don't put so much pressure on him.
Make sure my nose is fine. We'll get me a snorkel. It'll be fine.
Death by
And-
Snoop.
I have a Halloween quote to end us off on.
What up? That's
Connor
Dalton there.
just came.
I have one shining joke.
What
What does Jack Torrance drink when he's out of whiskey?
Red
What
rum.
up? Oh,
Red rum.
that's good.
All right. Without further ado. What the fuck? Without further ado, I shall
Yep.
bid the adieu.
I hate the French. I hate the French at the end.
Oh,
The
fuck you too, buddy.
Bye.
Bye.